month earlier. The coke was pink. It was so fucking good. I got 2 ounces. I took an ounce and gave it to a dear friend of mine. 10 years later, I found out he was a DEA agent. No, we're not gonna even. I tried to put that chapter in the book. I knew this guy for years. Something was never fucking right.
And why did you give him an ounce of coke?
Because I wanted him to take it from me. I didn't want access to it. It was so good.
And he was an active DEA agent at the time.
He was an electrician that also taught me how to break alarms. This is scary. When I found out,
he was setting you up for something big.
No shit, and something made me get the fuck out of there. How's that one for you?
Why would he tell you not to break alarms? What was like the?
Anyway, we can't go there.
Okay,
right now. The show's not that long.
All right.
He didn't. When I first met him, I was his apprentice electrician.
Okay.
We became dear friends. He had just moved from Minneapolis. Something wasn't right. His wife was fucking gorgeous. And I don't know if she could have kids or not. I was 19, 18. And they'd have me over every Friday like fucking, like it's like a mom and dad. And he was young. He wasn't, they were both, He was a good-looking dude, too good-looking. And he knew a lot of shit. But I worked with him. I worked with him for like a year, and I was tight with him. And then I came, at that time, he taught me about alarm systems and shit. And then when I came back, he moved out of that place. He lived in Aspen now. Something wasn't right about this building. I went in there maybe 5 times. And at that time, one day, I went in. His name was Bob. That was his street name, Bob. I forget what her name was. And I became dear. I trusted him. He was like family. And I gave him an ounce of coke. I told him, hold on to it. And I took the other ounce. I sold half of it, and I snorted the other half. And then I had this ounce put away. And it was my wife's brother's wedding. And she, look at the kid from Hollywood there. And that's what he looked like when he lost the Oscar. You know what I'm saying? That's how he was looking at the black guy, you fucking cocksucker. I guarantee he looked at that white chick and he goes, I can't believe you fuck black dudes. So, what were we saying?
I have no idea.
So I went over there on a Friday afternoon. My fiance at the time was taking an Aspen Airway flight to Boulder, and they were going to have the wedding on Saturday. I was going to meet the family, stay over. This was the first time I was going to do something with the family. Outside, me taking their daughter to San Francisco, and the cops calling the house, and it was just like these people weren't ready for Uncle Joey. So this is like, you're going to go, you're going to meet the whole family, you're going to be very nice, you're going to have a good time. I got to go to Boulder for a week, and I got to bring some coke with me for the wedding. So I saved an ounce of this shit. I picked it up at 4 in the afternoon, and before I left this house, I did 2 big fucking spoonfuls, and I called one of my friends, and I go, listen, I'll sell you like an eighth. I love you, but that's it. And then he came over, and me and him hung out like nothing, but then he left. And I'm like, man, it's me and that fucking ounce. I'm starting to snort, Bob. 7 o'clock at night. I finally go for a ride. I got everything I need, wine coolers, scotch, fucking. And I just go. And I didn't even wake up Saturday morning. Saturday morning, my flight was at 8. I ain't making that one. And she called me. You're not, we're at the airport. Where are you? And I'm like, you're not going to believe what happened. I could only make the 11 o'clock one. She's like, fine, we'll change it. Oh my God, we were so worried. 11 o'clock, I was more fucked up than I was at 8 o'clock. I'm like, listen, I'll get down at 2 o'clock. You're going to miss the reception. That's fine. I'll be there to dance with you. Fucking didn't get on to 5 o'clock, didn't get on to 7 o'clock. They just stopped calling like at 11. She knew. And I was in there, had been in there for 2 fucking days. 2 fucking days. I was hiding the rest of the coke in the sink. I was pissing in a bottle. It was fucking, I was watching The Woman in Red with Gene Wilder and Kelly LeBrock. And there's a scene, she runs out of bed and you see her bush. I froze it on VHS. You know how good you got to be to freeze it on VHS. And I'd sit there for hours banging it out. And nothing would come out. It's Sunday morning. Ain't nothing going to come out. You're basically hydrating on beer and water. You had like 2 chips the day before. You don't know what that feeling is like. So,
how many times did you have to go back and forth to actually freeze it at the right spot?
I mean,
because you're not going to get it on the first try.
I was a pro by then because in the early 80s, if you rented a hotel and you didn't get the porno channel, the channel was still there, but it was crooked.
Oh, yeah, I remember
so you
that.
had to like fucking wire it, and then you see the guy coming in the face, then it would slant and shit. Then you'd have to tell him, hold on 1 second, let me get this right and shit.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine. I have no idea what that's like. Like just being stuck in a, like, when you were on the phone, would you like think you were going to stop doing coke, or was it like you just knew it was going to?
I was hoping I would stop and get the courage to drive to the airport, but I knew I wasn't leaving the door. I knew so much that so I stayed up all night Friday night. Now it's Saturday, now it's starting to get dark. I got some beer. I'm what's that word called when you're putting it away, like during the pandemic? People put
stockpiling.
I was stockpiling the booze and going, okay, I'll drink this after 10. I was still looking at a half ounce of that coke. That's a lot, Lee.
What do you start with?
An ounce, like 24 grams. And I had done like 10. And I told you that coke was powerful as shit.
The pink stuff, okay.
I wasn't seeing things, but my house at that time, I lived over the garage. But I didn't live over the garage. I lived in the man's house. Because he lived in California. How's he going to know I'm in his fucking house? I'm in the couch smoking cigars and shit. I got a jacuzzi in the back. I got a steam room in the back. Oh, yeah. I had a guest room. I had 10 guest rooms in that fucking place. That's the house I showed you years ago. It's what, like, you could rent it for $100,000 a month in Aspen during the ski season. 100 G's. Like fucking Mickey Ruggiero paid Sonny Black's rent. 200 every week. He had to take care of him, the mistress, and he had a mistress for the mistress. That's a great line. So, yeah, that was a rough weekend. So now.
What happened at the house?
It's 2, 3. Well, now I go over into the house to check it because I got stuck in the little house. I would have been in the big house, but I would have been too paranoid. There's too many windows and noises and shit. I mean, there were windows right in the living room. There was a fucking huge fireplace, right? It was over here. This was like and then right there were the mountains. So if a wolf came over and I saw a wolf, I would die of a fucking heart attack. So I knew I couldn't snort in that house. It was a special cabana that I had to snort in over the garage. But I went over there and I saw that somebody broke into the back door. You could see that where the door opened, and you could see 2 sets of people. I knew they were onto me. I knew somebody was onto me. This isn't no fucking paranoid story. I'm coming at you with this story because years later, I got all the information of what was going on. It all went down because a woman accountant was robbing the city of Aspen, and her husband ran the so-called, DDW in Snowmass Village, which was basically shoveling snow, garbage and fucking salt.
Okay.
She was robbing the money, and they were doing a bunch of coke. They got her on robbing the money, and the only way they would let her off is if he made buys for them. Every time he'd come to my house, he'd talk about, let's meet outside, let's meet here, this guy wants to meet you, come alone. There was always something. And Aspen had a bunch of drug dealers that had been there for years, and they knew all the movements. If a DEA guy came to town, he stayed at the Red Roof. There was no, what do you guys do?
Reddit?
No, the other one. Airbnb.
Oh, Airbnb, okay.
They would have to stay in plain sight. So everybody knew when they were at the Red Roof Inn. When they were at the Red Roof Inn, operations closed down in the city. It was fucking weird. They had it down that fucking wired. They protected their investment up there, Jack.
And he was setting you up the whole time?
So I didn't know any of this. I closed the door, but I noticed that now my heart's even worse. Okay, now my paranoid's growing. So now I'm doing 2 shovels a shot now. At about 4 a.m, I got so fucked up, I just dialed 911. And they came to the house. What's going on, Joey? Man, I didn't even open the door for the cops. I know. they're out there.
Yeah.
He's like, out where? I go, search around. And he came back and he goes, we didn't see nothing, but around the back, there's some tracks. I go, I'm telling you. And the cop goes, all right, call us if you have any problems. All right. But an hour later, again, 911, they're out there. They come again. Joey, open the door, please. What's up? Listen, I don't know who's out there. They're trying to kill me and all this shit. You know, I didn't say kill. And he closed the door, and then finally the door knocks again. And it's so one cop. And he goes, hey, put the bag away, okay? Put the fucking bag away. You want me to take it? I ain't got nothing. I thought he was going to arrest me, bro. And meanwhile, the dog's over here. Well, let me go out. Let me go out. She's pissing on the wall. And that Monday, I'll never forget, I cleaned up that Sunday. I just ate, stayed there. I was disgusted. I finally talked to her. She landed on Sunday night. She didn't talk to me. And that Monday morning, I woke up. I knew I didn't have a home. I woke up and I went right to the police station. And I walked into the chief of police. And what do you think I told him? Oh, the other night, somebody fucking put like meth in my water. There wasn't even no meth in those days.
What water? Like the water in your house?
I made up a fucking story that I was at the Bridge fucking bar, the hotel, which is still there. It's right down the block from where Ted Bundy got his first victim in Colorado and shit. I'll never forget that bar. That's a great bar. I got a job there just for the security job. So I was going to put a safe in there so I could sell coke out of there. I'm way ahead of you, Lee. We got more stories, but what was I saying?
You said you went to the police station and told them that someone put meth in your water.
I want to talk to the chief of police. And I went in there and I go, hey, man, thank you for doing great work the other night. Thank you for sending your police officers. I don't know what they were thinking. I go, you know, I went to that bar and I sat next to some hippies. And I don't know, hours later, I felt like I was on acid. And I'm like, man, tell people to beware of the acid. That's how fucked up I was. I'm telling the cops to where I'm putting them on acid. There's no acid. I just did 3/4 of an ounce of cocaine.
Your nose is bleeding as you're telling them this.
And the cop's looking straight at me. After like 30 minutes, he goes, Joey, put the bag away. I want you to think about how all you motherfuckers, even at home, how you guys felt 6 years ago. Like a week after this happened, 6 years ago, how'd you feel? Like you thought it was over. There was people calling me. I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent. I don't know how I'm going to pay car payments. I don't know how I'm going to do this. We were fucking sweating bullets. And guess what? Look at us now. What the fuck was this all about? One of the greatest compliments I got with you was when I moved here to Jersey. I went to a restaurant one night. And I was with like my neighbors. And they had no idea about fucking the church or what's happening now and nothing. And we all went out together. And they were young busboys. And these kids were going nuts. God bless them. They brought everything to the fucking table. You know, pop, pop, boom. They brought everything. Booze. Then the chef came in. And he did this. And he goes, can I talk to you for a minute? He goes, hey, man, what you and Lee did during the podcast, you eat here for free from now.
I never got this free food.
I'm
teasing you.
I haven't taken you there because it's a good restaurant, but it's not the one we usually think of.
Right.
They have 2 restaurants. We go to their other restaurant.
Gotcha.
And he goes, this is why you always eat for free here. And he goes, I'm not talking to myself. He goes, I would talk to people that night because that's all they had to do was listen to podcasts. That was it. And the podcast girl got like 2 months, 2 months away. That's when everybody started getting accused of eating somebody's ass 8 years ago, putting a roofie in my drink 2 weeks ago. That was all a fucking scam. Think about this shit. Think about what we were looking at 2 weeks after the pandemic. You were fucking panicking. You couldn't go anywhere. The only places that were open were the Chinese casinos in L.A. that stayed 10 feet apart. Those motherfuckers are still down there. And I know OTB was probably open. They're called serviceable businesses. People have to live without them or whatever. And in California, like when you bought weed, it was expensive because you had to pay the tax rate. For them to stay open, California said, we'll open you up. We want 25 points more.
Really?
And all those weed stores went into debt, owing taxes. All those weed stores. Because they were fucking making money, but they were paying, instead of whatever they were paying, 25% tax, they're paying 50% tax.
I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
just
they would call
financed Uber
something.
Eats.
They were called something to stay alive, like barbershops, essential services. But their tax rates went up. I don't know if it happened here in Jersey. We'll find out. But it was really interesting how I felt. I mean,
I don't
I didn't-
remember being scared at the beginning.
huh?
Like the first couple weeks, like we thought it was going to be over soon. I remember that. But you were I'm not talking shit about, but you were always a little bit nervous about it.
I was overweight. I was not in shape. I was smoking. I had personal problems. I had drug problems. I had a lot of things going on, Lee. I had a fucking daughter that was 7, and now I'm going to die from some motherfucker hugging me or breathing on me or me going to a sporting event. And I got to tell you, man, I'm the first guy to tell you guys, because the bigger the man, the bigger the mistake. It fucked me up, the pandemic. Fucked me up for 2 to 3 years. I came here, I was without you for a year. You had no idea what I was going through. I couldn't even make eye contact with people. Couldn't even make eye contact. I remember I told you, Ari came to my house, and I couldn't wait for him to leave. He wanted me to go eat at the Chinese restaurant. I'm like, I'm not fucking at that. Listen, it wasn't even a Chinese thing for me. I just didn't want to be in a restaurant that time.
No, I called you the
It
first time I
wasn't
saw a
even-
restaurant with
Yeah,
people in it.
yeah.
It was creepy.
It was creepy.
It was scary.
You called me from Florida and
Yeah.
said you walked into a place that was 300 people. He goes, Joey, I had to step outside. I didn't know what the fuck.
Hadn't
was going
seen anybody like that for months. Dude, LA was a little bit scarier, I think, than some other places because like we would line up. I was going to a Walmart in the West Valley. Like I found a Walmart like 40 minutes away because like at Gelson's or Ralph's by us, there were lines out the door and you'd walk in there and there'd be nothing. There'd be like vegan hot dogs. Like I bought, I don't even like Velveeta mac and
bringing you
cheese.
food, though.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
ordering food
I had
from
food.
all over the country. I was like, this is the time to mingle.
Oh,
People were calling me up. Hey, you want steaks? Call this guy. He said to call you. And then Sickler, who we met this last
Of
weekend.
course,
Great
yeah.
to see him. He hooked me up with his clam chowder guy. I was sending that guy $200. That motherfucker was
crab
sending
cakes or clams? I think it was the crab cakes. Yeah.
crab cakes. Fucking, it never ended.
Oh,
I was getting steaks sent to the house. Then I found out that Morton's, the steakhouse by a house, was not serving, but they were selling everything to. You could not. They couldn't cook it,
the groceries. Yeah,
but
yeah.
they turned it into a grocery store. I started going over there and buying steaks, and they were like so grateful. Like I was eating steaks every day just to help people. Like I was like, fuck it. How could this be that my favorite steakhouse, the one with the bread?
Yeah,
you
yeah, of
said
course.
before,
Yeah.
is not open. Like I couldn't even fathom that.
Did I ever tell you what I
Taco
did
place.
with Domino's? I was fucking up Domino's because they had
Oh yeah,
buy 3 for $5 each. I'd buy like 6 pizzas and I'd put them in Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer. Like every day, I would just have a pepperoni because I was fat, hot, and you would bring food, but you'd also bring edibles. Like you would just be downstairs in 2 minutes.
Dog, like for a week, I had weed and edibles because I always had boxes of the tablets.
Mm-hmm.
But then the weed store opened. He called me and he's like, "Hey man, we're open. Come through the side door and shit. We got everything." I'm like, "All right." You had to wear a mask. You had to go in there and fucking. Then this fucking lunatic showed up in July. That's the lie. You want me to go to talk to a motherfucker that just came from the East Coast where COVID was invented? At the studio. I'm like, you're fucking out of your mind. And he's out there breathing, taking edibles, going to Beverly Hills. I'm like, dog, don't call you no more. What the fuck? I want to talk to nobody that just came from New York. Nobody.
Yeah.
Like it was not good. I would have to be home at, I don't know, I had 2 times a day. I would sit there and guys fucking watch Eyewitness News and just eat Xanaxes because my heart was beating out of my chest.
Why would you watch the news? If the news was upsetting you, why would you watch it?
Because guess what? There was nothing else to watch.
There's 1,000 things. Tiger King.
There was nothing. Tiger King. I wasn't watching that shit.
No, you don't like the gay guy wrestling with Tiger
No,
Cubs?
I never even turned that shit on. Things were bad enough. I don't need to add this to my fucking life, Lee.
No reality TV, no 1,000-pound. Like, oh, that would have. You could watch.
I was working out in my yard, and then they said no jujitsu But the kickboxing guy goes, I'll train you at the park. So we'd have to kick and shit with a mask on. That, yeah. Do push-ups and punch and shit. That was brutal. Plus, you were just scared. So my cardio was bad as it was from my anxiety being. I couldn't breathe. That's what happens to me. I got a lot of anxiety. I end up in the fucking hospital because I can't breathe.
But meanwhile, 14 grams of mushrooms, you're perfectly fine.
The first time they found mushroom dust in my lungs. And shit. They're like, you have like plantations of trees. It's something that grows out there.
Oh my!
And I'm like, smell me. It's marijuana coming out of my fucking pores. You know, I've been in here for 6 days. That shit's all the way at the top now.
Holy shit! Yeah, but like now, I don't want like a pandemic, obviously, but I wish we had like one of those weeks.
I don't want nothing. I don't ever listen. I want people at work. I want people out of the house. I want people healthy, and that's it. I don't ever want one of those things again. Not in my lifetime. Not in my daughter's lifetime. So the other night we're in fucking where the fuck we were? Connecticut. Yeah. We go in the night earlier. It was a half-hour flight, like doctors. We get there. We start gambling. I knew we were going to lose. It just the feeling wasn't in the air. Nick, everything all right on the phone? The world's coming all right? All right. I didn't know if the world was changing. If fucking they dropped the satellite, you got me all nervous. You're dead. It better be a woman sucking cock or something interesting.
It's a Native American.
So we start eating edibles on the fucking plane. Me, Lee, George, Nick, everybody. All of a sudden we get there and I go, Lee, you want a happy pill? Now a happy pill used to be a Vicodin, but I don't want to eat a Vicodin. So I gave Lee a half a muscle relaxer and I took like 2 of them.
Is that what that was?
And Lee kept saying, oh, this thing is making me sweat.
I was sweating like a pig.
You were sweating because you were losing. That's why.
Oh.
You weren't sweating because of the muscle relaxer.
I don't know what. Dude,
dog, the fucking pain pills don't do nothing for me. The muscle relaxers at least give me something, peace of mind. Like now it's muscle relax. I take those fucking pain pills. My stomach hurts. I took one like 3 weeks ago. I had 2 of them. Like, you know what? This would be nice. I could go to, because if somebody gives them to me, I'll save them for PT. Because a PT, that motherfucker opens it up.
The muscle relaxers?
No, he opens up the pain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what you go there for, to push it as much as you can.
Oh.
So when I leave there, I take a half.
Okay.
That's all I need is a half. Even though I'm a big guy, you feel a half, okay?
Of a pain
pill? If I mix it with Motrin, it's even better. 800 milligram Motrin. But then they gave me these muscle relaxers. When the guy was giving them to me, I'm like, really? A fucking muscle relaxer for knee pain? He goes, well, he'll take down the inflammation and do all this shit. So whenever I feel a little bit coming now, I just pop one of those, man. And I feel a lot better than eating one of those fucking pain pills.
Do you know which pill you're taking, or do you just like have a pouch and you just throw a couple in your mouth? Like, I don't feel like you can actually know which pill.
I live by sound. All right? There's a big drawer that sits in that drawer right next to me. There's weed underneath it. Okay. Everything I have to do with weed is underneath that. Edibles, there's weed in there that's so fucking old. I don't even know what it is. Like, I just put it in a jar and I was too high, I didn't label it. Now it's just old. And you kind of get scared to smoke it because you're like, but every once in a while I run out of weed and I'll smoke it. Like 2 weeks ago, I smoked something. It was a little orange bud.
It was orange?
I was fucked up. My eyes wouldn't fucking open. I had to wear sunglasses. I couldn't see.
Are you sure it was weed?
Huh?
Are you sure it was weed?
Who cares? That's why I have that drawer.
You smoked a cheese ball?
It's everything in that drawer is mushroom, but I threw the mushrooms. I haven't eaten a mushroom. Every time I got them, they taste like shit in Jersey. They grow them somewhere in fucking
I wish we had tape.
No.
You used to yell at me for years for saying about the shit. They all taste like shit.
No, the ones I was getting from California were clean, Bobby.
No mushroom is clean. They all taste like garbage. I would go to fucking a
pizza place and just get 2 slices and just fucking put mushrooms right in front of the pizza parlor. The guy's like, look at them. Like, what? You should have baked them in. I'm like, and those type of mushrooms, Nikki. And I'd put them in and I'd fold it and eat fucking, it would be like a half ounce of mushrooms from California. I was going off last year, off by myself down there alone, driving around at night in the back country and seeing
deer. How many
deer.
grams is an ounce? 24?
What?
You were eating 14 grams?
Dog. I would eat like 3 or 4 and nothing would happen. I get pissed because I put like a system. But at that time,
what do you mean?
I had 4 pounds in the house. I had a little bit of each, so I would alternate them and give some away. Alternate them. You always got to alternate shit. So I was taking the pig legs, the Cuban African. I had like 4 different ones, and you just mix and mingle. And then I ate like 7 one night because I was weighing them. I ate like 7 one night. I'm like, I'm gonna die tonight. I'm excited about dying. I'm taking the new car with me and everything. And fucking like a half thing, I saw one thing, so I go, I got to start this with 10. Then I started starting with 10. And then towards the end, I was just putting 14 and going to a pizza place and getting a pizza. That's why I was 332 when I went into the hospital last January. I'm like 50 pounds lighter now.
Really? Oh,
because of that whole mushroom.
How often were you doing this?
Every day. When you live down by me, it's boring. But now I learned how to adjust the boring. It took me time because I know that I'm going to be bored no matter where I go. If I go to Vegas, I'm going to be bored. I'm just that type of guy. If you guys aren't around and I don't gamble, you see, I'm not going to stay out all night and gamble. I'd rather go to the room and something's on TNT, or you read something on the computer you're interested in on Google. You Google a topic.
Dude, for people who don't know, like most people take like 2-3 grams and they're like lean outer space. What are you talking about? 14 grams?
Towards the end, I was eating 14 fucking grams of one shot on 2 slices of cheese pizza.
Is your tolerance ever so good that you're like, I need to take a break? Like this?
Well, that's why I took a break from the mushrooms. Then it just became, I just didn't want to do them anymore. I got 2 hits of acid. I'm holding on for me and you for our next big casino run.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So you want me to get kicked out of another casino?
Well, I'm going to give you 500 cash to take it because we're going to sit together and learn how to play poker on acid and document it. That's how you learn to do things. Anybody could go down there and fucking...
The numbers are going to start flying off the cards. You're like, I have no idea.
I got 3 kings. No, you know.
They're talking.
I saw a king. Oh. I told you there was a king in that fucking thing.
Oh, what if we're really good at it on acid?
Oh, and we keep doing it. You're better at all that shit if you're high. You don't even realize it. You think I'm teasing you? Dog, I've been looking at people for 50 fucking years on reefer. That's what I do. I have guinea pigs. You're one of them. I know that when you're uptight, nothing falls right for you. And then something happens and it triggers like an old memory, and he's got that. He starts making Jew noises. You haven't been making Jew noises in a while. Why?
You created and cured the Jew noises?
I created it.
You created it and cured it. Yeah, we got... I love you guys, and I'll play blackjack with you guys forever, but there's certain nights where we go, it's like, okay, let's find the $15 table, because we played so bad that the dealer started talking shit to us. We played so bad that we were making moves, and the dealer went, wow. Like, not hitting on 15. It was someone... I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. Like, it was a 13 and they stayed against like an 8. It wasn't. Well, you did some other.
Oh yeah, she was having a hard time with you. She just kept looking at you, going.
They and the dealer
thought it was bingo. Sure thought it was bingo and shit.
All of us, we got so high in the play, we were just looking at the numbers. Like, like. And by the way, I love you, and you're so good at numbers, but put like 3 or 4 cards in front of you. You start looking around like. Can't do that.
I know I have to be looking at her hand, and I don't know what I'm actually looking for. So I'm just playing by. Listen, guys, I'm not going down there to make a living. I'm not going down there to impress anybody. We don't put care. I'm just going down there to fucking enjoy something. You know what? We dump in about 3 weeks. We're going to be paying $200 a gallon. So before that happens, I might as well lose $200 at blackjack. I might know when to go home. When you get on route. I'm sitting there the other day pulling those stupid fucking DraftKings. Not the DraftKings, the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm sitting there and wisdom is a motherfucker. Okay? Wisdom is a motherfucker. Experience, age, trauma, all that shit's a motherfucker. But you're sitting there, and now at this age, I know I'm going to give him the $20. This is going to pay my rolling skate lessons with. I'm going to pay rent with this. I'm going to pay for college. I'm going to come down here and hit the big thing. I eliminated all that. I know I'm going to give them $200.
Yeah.
If I'm having a really good time, I'll walk to the ATM and take another 2 out. But that's going to be it because I know what I got to do for those $400 and those $300. I got to put up with this fucking gagoots 2 days a week, poke them in the eye, whatever the fuck. You know, I always said that's what I want to spend my money on. That's just me right now at this part of my life. When you gamble and you lose like $2 or $3 grand one time, it makes you rethink your fucking, whether you're a millionaire or not, or whether you're just a regular Joe, because that's when you lose 3,000. When you're a regular Joe, because you actually think, I'm gonna buy my girlfriend a fucking engagement ring, and they set you up perfectly. Listen, life has a way of setting you up, and it's all the same setup. When you do coke the first 3 times, how great is it? You think fucking, God forbid somebody sucks your dick. You'll never come down from that. When you smoke pot the first 3 times, it's fucking great. When you gamble, there's not
Always
a motherfucker. There's not a motherfucker. The first time he gambled, he didn't win.
Yep.
Just the universe. That's the night you're going to hit black 360. You know when you put the fucking little the nickel slot next to the 25, and if you get 3 sevens, you win like $2,000 or $250,000. That's the night you hit that. What do you think he's going to do with that $250,000?
Yeah.
He's going to wait a week, listen to all the advice, and Amazon, you know, invest in buttons, you know. And he's going to think about it. He's going to get 2 beers and go, if I could do that one time, I'd do that again.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's all of us. That's humanity. That's not just...
Dude, I started watching videos of how to count cards in blackjack, and like, it looks good, and then you get to
that shit on tape. Crank call.
He's
under the influence. Anyway.
You can't. It goes so fucking fast.
But it's the same...
And they catch you right away.
It's the same jungle. How does a girl get you? 2, 3 dates, you go out, you giggle. One night you swap spit, and the next night you put it in there, and now you don't want to leave the house for 3 days. You're looking at her, petting her. You know? I don't need to go to work. You're like a fucking fag. That's all of us. Women flip it. It's the same thing for women. It's just not it's for everybody. We all get caught in the same traps in life. But after you've gotten caught 80 times... No, but it's like one day you figure it out. I can't believe at 18, me and a bunch of idiots at Joe Mary's thought we had the system. You got nothing. You're a fucking idiot. You got the system. Wait till what they got for you. That's when you start losing by 4.5 and you lose by 4. All those games when you give 7.5, you lose by 7, and it's rent money. This is... I gotta borrow money, you know. Now you're cracking into a fucking your grandmother's fucking
safe, whatever.
Well, that's the thing, and that's everything, guys. That's just not gambling. It's weed, it's pussy, it's men, it's women, it's every drug, alcohol.
Food.
First 2 times you drink, you have a great time. Go do that the 3rd night, and now you're like, yeah, I'll drink New York. What are those things you drink when you're 19? I'll drink
Long Island
iced teas. Yeah, you drink like 3 or 4 of them, you eat half a Quaalude, and you wake up in your friend's garage with puke all over you the next morning thinking that, and where's that girl I was dancing with? Bro, you puked on her last night. Bro, what the fuck? What do you mean I puked?
Oh,
everything's the same. So now you see the traps. When we go down there, listen, I don't know what you get in your day job, whatever. You got 200 you could lose. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does. After 200, you're like, what am I doing with my life? You know what? My friends are here. It's a bachelor party. It's George's 65th. It's Nikki's 30th. Let me go get 2 more hundred. But that 200 gone. Then we start doing coke. Okay? The next investment is in a Colombian. I'm not that I'm going to do coke, but you know, that's how my mind used to be.
Oh, yeah.
When I was doing coke, there was no $20 table. I never sat. It was either the coke or Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune go fuck itself.
Oh, yeah. Dude, there's no better feeling than winning, but losing money. Dude, you remember right in LA? I won the first time I went to Vegas. I went back. I thought I was like a professional gambler. And I just remember walking down the strip, throwing away the loyalty cards that I got from the casinos. Because like I went and I had a room for like 3 nights. I left the first night.
That was all. Yeah, I remember that. I remember one night we went and we actually played and we were winning. You were winning. I staked you, and all of a sudden, a Japanese guy stand behind you. I told you to move. You didn't move, and you lost it all. And
No,
you went
you
home.
left. That was the
See,
problem.
that's when I saw that the Jew problem with you, that you left. You weren't upset, but you left. It mangled you a little bit. If you would have been high that night, you would have stayed and said, Joe, get the fuck out of here. I got a system. I'm going to go over there by myself. I'm getting away from all you motherfuckers. If you were high that night, you would have done that. You would have said, I'm going back to my room. After we went down to the seafood bar and ate those big shrimp,
Oh, yeah.
we gone back to the room, and then the next morning, how was your nightly? I took a nap, and I went back down at 2 in the morning, and I won 800.
That would be great.
Yeah, that's how he always. I knew he was going to get up in the middle of the night.
You have to. That's the best time to go gambling because no one else is down there. Oh, it's because when it's busy, you get fucked up. People don't hit with us. And that's because I started gambling in LA with in the not good areas where it's it's people who go there to make money. And if you fuck up their table, they'll fucking yell at you. They'll yell. And it's not like I go there, you go there to have fun, but there's a lot of people who at these casinos who are not there for fun.
No, that's what I said. Some people, when you're young and stupid, you think you're actually going to go there and make a business venture. You actually tell your friends, yeah, I'm going to invest in a weed store. Yeah, I'm going to invest $500,000. And you're like in the back, yeah, I'm going to go play blackjack. You're not going to do dick.
No.
You're not going to do dick. I want to talk to you guys about something.
Okay.
Yeah, the Marcos were getting out. There was a shooting by my house. A cop I knew shot the dude 7 times in the back.
Self-defense.
People were getting beat up. There was gambling. There was a lot. I was thinking about a story the other day. Can't mention no names. But there was only one guy there. There was 2 guys there that are in my life today that I remember. We were at Hash Race at that stupid basketball court. We must have been 17. We were juniors. And we thought we were gangsters. And one of the guys from Corky's used to come into Hashways. Young guy, really good looking Italian dude. And if we were 17, 16, he was about 24. He was up from North Jersey, Fort Lee. The word on the street was his father was a gangster. He was a big time bookie for one of the families. Okay. We start talking, we become buddies. Everybody's gambling at that time. If you're a sophomore and up, you're putting 25 times in every fucking night to watch a Knick game. 5 timers. $25 to win, 30 to lose. I remember because in the 8th grade, I was putting those in. We were putting $7 parlays. That's this. That's what, when you try it. And fucking, I put a bet in. The kid said to me at Hash Race something. And I put a bet in with him, and I won, and he paid me. And then, I doubled the bet. That bet lost. I lost $200, bro. Where was I going to get $200 in 1981 when you're 17? So I called him a few times, and he's like, hey, man, I don't know what to tell you. I go, let me give you 100 this week, and 100 next week, and I'll give you an extra 50 the week after that. Because I actually liked the dude. I just lost. I like the dude. I just bet over my head, and he goes, you got to have it by Thursday. And I'm like, dog, I'll have what I can for you by Thursday. I can guarantee you 100. He goes, well, 100 ain't going to cut it. I go, dog, I'm somebody from the neighborhood. You're going to threaten me? All right, I'll see you Thursday. We're playing basketball, and Thursday comes, and we're out there after school, 3:30, 4 o'clock. And a van pulls up, one of those love vans from the fucking 80s, 70s. And then 2 other cars pull up. 2 guys got out of one car, 2 guys got out. Now, I'm on the basketball court. I'm playing, and I'm watching this shit, but it's all North Bergen kids on the court. And it's half like Project Rats. I still remember 2 of the dudes who were there. Rago and my brother fucking Jackie Wacky Kennel. All right? And at that age, you didn't fuck with Jackie Wacky Kennel. And at that age, you didn't fuck with anybody on that court because all those motherfuckers had to do was cross the street and get on that phone, and you'd have 300 fucking North Bergen Project people running up there to fuck you up. And these motherfuckers, the Thomas family, they kill you. There was a bunch of people from that neighborhood. Then Randy Mergel, God rest his soul, these motherfuckers meant business. They were 64th Street field dudes. That's completely different animal back then. You got scared walking through there. That was like Compton. You needed a rite of passage. So I would have to see Rago, Fernie. I would have to bump into those dudes at Blue Flame. And then I could go into the projects behind Lincoln School. I'd had to pray that one of those motherfuckers was there. The Thomas family, there was like 5 little guys with blue eyes. One of them got caught on field day fucking the Indian chick in the bathroom across from the principal's office. The Thomas family. The other one was the first guy ever to go on Boulevard East, mug a pedophile, take him to his house, tie him up, robbed him, and played the piano. He was like somebody's fucking piano. I'm not fucking kidding you. The Thomas family was gangsters back then. You had the Lucci's next to Veneri. It was a fucking little gangster neighborhood. So guess who comes out of the van? 2 other guys with the dude I owe the money to. The money's in my book bag. You know, in those days, we go to the court and play for sandwiches. Like a roast beef sandwich. What do you want to get? Ham. All right, I'll play you. And the whole team. And in the middle of the game, the guy comes out with a fucking chain. The dude I owed the $200 to. A chain and 5 other guys. And the guy kept hitting the fucking fence. We ended the game. And one of those project dudes said, "What's this?" I go, "Let me go talk to my own money." And those project dudes are like, "This guy's crazy. Stepping up here like this." This was when North Bergen was buck wild. 3 of those kids' fathers were cops. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come up here fucking around, 3 of those fathers are cop. One of them works for Mako. One of them works for fucking this guy. You come up here and tangle like that, and sure enough, those fucking project rats surrounded that guy with the chain. And Mike Running. And James Villano. And they were like, he's going to give you the money, but you ain't fucking swinging no chain up here. And the guy thought that fucking...
He brought a chain for $200?
A chain, like a metal link chain.
Yeah, I know,
hit me with it.
Jesus.
Guy got in his car, threatened me, threatened those guys. I'll be back. 5, 6 days. Never heard from him. One day I'm at hash rate. Somebody goes, "You hear about that dude, your friend?" I go, "What? He hung himself."